What is going on YouTube? This is the EndZone talking all college football. We've got it here today. Today, college football news. We're going to get out power rankings of the best team in college football and what my ideal top 25 would be. And I'm not letting the bias of the preseason rankings come into the conversation here because I'm against preseason rankings. We can get into another video maybe on that. Let me know if you'd like a video on that. But we'll start off at number 25, Oklahoma State, team that barely lost to Texas. They're sitting at one loss. Maybe could be a spoiler in the Big 12. 24, Michigan State. Their one loss is to Arizona State. This offense, though, got to improve. Number 23, SMU, undefeated. Probably the biggest surprise of this season. We'll wait to see what happens with that. Number 22, Wake Forest, another undefeated team, another surprising team. Haven't really gotten to watch Wake Forest much, I'll be honest. I did watch the North Carolina game, but the refereeing was really bad, so and I didn't really take much away from that. Number 21, Virginia. They looked pretty good at times against Notre Dame. Really good quarterback in Bryce Perkins. D-line, great. O-line, on the other hand, might be one of the worst in the country. Number 20, Michigan, a team that was way too overhyped in the beginning of the season. Their offense is terrible. Honestly, it's going to be hard for them to be an 8-win team at this point, but they are sitting at number 20 because they only have one loss. Number 19, Arizona State, team that beat Michigan State, lost to Colorado, who's also was on the edge of this top 25, but I probably should have put Colorado in here. But Arizona State's a good football team, great coaches. Number 18, Utah. Really bad secondary. That's been the problem with them all year. We'll see if they can fix that in the upcoming weeks in conference play. Number 17, UCF. That loss to Pitt really, really hurts. And, if they play badly any more games, they're probably going to get out of the top 25, and SMU is probably going to take their place. Number 16, Boise State, another outside of the Power 5 team. We can all trust Boise State. They're usually a good football team year in and year out. They also do have a Power 5 win against Florida State. Not saying much, but it's still a Power 5 win. Number 15, Oregon. Haven't really seen much from Oregon other than the Auburn game, which they looked good and they blew the lead, which kind of is something that Oregon does every year. We'll see how Justin Herbert and that offense bounce back. Number 14, Washington. Washington's loss to California it kind of stinks because, it was a rain delay game, and, all those rain delay games are tricky, and it really kind of sucks for Washington because they really could be an undefeated team here. Number 13, Iowa, another team in the Big Ten that is going to be contending. They're kind of the sleeper in the Big Ten, though, but watch out for Iowa. Number 12, Florida. I really haven't seen anything much that I've liked from Florida thus far. They have a chance to prove themselves against Auburn this week, though. Number 11, Penn State. Penn State looks good. And I know that some people are going to think they're a little underranked, but they haven't really played many teams, so I'm going to give them the 11th spot. Number 10, Notre Dame. They looked really good against Georgia. They bounced back against Virginia. That defense is great, forcing a lot of turnovers. They have the number one turnover margin in the country, but they lost to Georgia, so they're sitting at number 10. Number 9, Texas. I think they're the best one-loss team in the country. They looked really, really good against LSU, and I think highly of LSU, especially that offense. Number 8, Auburn. They have the best resume. I guess depending on who you ask. I mean, Texas A&M for me is unranked. They're not very good, but they do have a win against Oregon. So, depending on who you ask, if Texas A&M is a good football team or not. But Auburn does have that number 8 spot. Bo Nix is playing better the last 2 weeks. Number 7, Wisconsin. Wisconsin looks really good. I know they had a rough week against Northwestern, but Wisconsin's legit. Trust me on that. Number 6, Clemson. They've done nothing to prove that they're the number 1 team that they were last year. That brings us to number 5, an offense that looks exceptional, Oklahoma. They haven't really played anyone yet. I'm really excited for when Oklahoma plays Texas later in the year. But Oklahoma is a strong football team with Jalen Hurts at quarterback. Number 4, LSU. Joe Burrow has taken that offense and just run with it. I mean, it is incredible what a new offensive coordinator does for the LSU Tigers. And, they're working with the quarterback, Joe Burrow. Love to see that from LSU. Question, though, their defense does not look that great. Number 3, Georgia. They have a win against Notre Dame. That's a huge win for me, and I put them over LSU just because I think their defense is so much better. But again, those could be switched up. Number 2, this is going to surprise everybody. Alabama. Now, I realize that their offense is incredible. Guys, this defense is not good. Lots of injuries. I mean, they're struggling a lot. And just by watching them, they haven't been able to run the ball as well, but Tua is a game changer. Number 1 is the most dominant team thus far in college football. Ohio State. Not only is their offense probably better or as good as all the offenses in the country, but their defense is playing lights out with guys like Chase Young. I mean, I love what Ohio State has to offer, and I think they're pretty much gonna go through their schedule. I know they have Wisconsin, but they're gonna rout Michigan. I already think that. They took Nebraska and just thrashed them. I love what Ohio State brings to the table. They're an attractive football team. That's why they're number 1. I think they're the best team in the country, and they would beat anyone. Let me know what you think down in the comments section below. If you disagree, comment. Say what you disagree with. Thanks for watching the End Zone. Make sure to like and subscribe.